Stockton Thunder take on the Ontario Reign for the final time this evening, and this game coming up at Stockton Arena before what should be a very large crowd. It should be a fun night. Mike Benton with you here, and joining us is head coach Matt Thomas to talk more about the game. And Matt, coming off of a thrilling win 24 hours previously, 5-4 in a shootout. This late in the season, is it possible here for your team to learn even more about itself based on a win like that?
Yeah, sometimes you get lucky and you have a goaltender that steals you a game. But with that being said, we didn't play very well. And, coming off of one of our worst games, if not our worst game of the year on Wednesday night at home, you hoped that we would rebound. We didn't have a very strong game, but we found a way. You can point to a couple things. Obviously, our goaltenders, both of them holding the fort when they're getting peppered consistently, and then more importantly, the team responding and scoring 2 goals back-to-back shifts in the last minute of the second period to tie the game up. Obviously, to be 3-3 going into the third period on the road is a situation anybody would take in any building most nights. So for us, it was all right, and we talked about playing a 20-minute game, and I liked the way we played in the third and overtime. And obviously we just couldn't find a way. We got the lead, and we couldn't find a way to keep it, but. The good thing for us is that when it was all said and done, we really found a way to win a hockey game on the road, and you got to tip your cap to all the guys involved in that, because the guys, they stuck with the program, they stayed with it, and as much as we had a really poor 40 minutes, we found a way to make sure that we were in the game, and we gave ourselves a chance to win it in the end.
Can you compare the schedule now versus 2 years ago when you had what seemed to be an endless string of 3 games in 3 days, but only now with 5 games left in regular season play? Is there really any benefit moving forward here for your team?
We're definitely not feeling fresh right now. This is going to be Saturday and Sunday's games will be our 7th and 10 nights. So this is our last really tough and grueling stretch of our schedule. Obviously, we get an opportunity for 2 weeks here without any midweek games, and we finished with only 1 game on the last weekend of the season, which is a benefit to us. But we got to make sure we take care of business here. Sometimes you wish you might have those games at the end and not packed in right now, because in my mind, we're not playing as well as we need to be right now in this time of year. But again, we're getting new players in, we're trying some new players out, we're giving guys opportunities in different situations. We've got some guys hurt, we got some other key guys that are still called up, and some guys that are on the shelf. So it's there's all kinds of different scenarios for us right now. But I think for us, the rest is definitely going to be something that I think is going to benefit us. Really, what we need to do is we need to find out what our roster's made of and what it's going to be capable to be made of for the playoffs. So sometimes I wish we had some more games at the end, because it might be a situation where we need to audition some guys, especially if we don't get a good feel or a good vibe based on the standings from the American Hockey League and some of the players that we could potentially get back for our playoff roster. So a lot to kind of consider to go. I don't know if it'll be a restful 2 weeks, probably for the players. I don't know how much for me, because there'll be a lot of brainstorming and kind of looking into that old crystal ball and trying to figure out what's the best route for us to take as a team heading into the playoffs.
When you head out of the tunnel with the rest of this team, they'll be encountered by 8,000, maybe 9,000 screaming fans. How do you take advantage?
Well, we got our lucky charm with us tonight. We got Tucker Larson joining us for the game tonight, and he always seems to bring us a little bit of luck. And it's what can you say about our fans? Packing the building on a Saturday night, playing the first place team. It definitely gives you a little bit of an extra kick in the what to get you right on the forefront of where you need to be to play those types of games. So hopefully we respond. More importantly for us is we've played a really average 2 games over our last 2. So we need to find a way to just be a better team, and that's our challenge. And I think the crowd being a big one is going to give us that extra boost that you always look for from your home crowd. So it's exciting. Hopefully we can give them a good show.
Thank you, Matt.
Thanks, Benz.
Head coach Matt Thomas joining us. The Thunder takes on the Ontario Reign for the final time this season. The game coming up at 7:30. Enjoy it. From Stockton, I'm Mike Benton for Thunder Vision.